Once upon a time, in the heart of the Persian city of Ray, where Islamic civilization shone with the lights of science and art, and where the nascent Abbasid state was consolidating its foundations, in the mid-8th century AD, a boy was born, named Harun ibn Muhammad al-Mahdi, ibn Abi Jafar al-Mansur. Harun grew up in a royal family. His father was Caliph al-Mahdi, and his grandfather was Caliph al-Mansur, the founder of Baghdad, which provided him with a fertile environment for the growth of his passion for leadership and administration, and for learning the secrets of governance from an early age. From his childhood, Harun was not like his peers. While other children played in the palaces of Baghdad, he spent long hours learning the arts of combat, horsemanship, and military planning, in addition to studying religious sciences, language, and literature. His keen eyes caught the finest details in politics, and his young mind sought to understand the secrets of leadership and influence. He possessed sharp intelligence, shrewdness, courage, and generosity, which made him beloved by all. Harun believed that justice was the foundation of kingship, and that power and knowledge were the pillars of the state. Therefore, he decided, that his life would be a journey in the arts of governance, combining military leadership with wise administration, and patronizing science and scholars. In the prime of his youth, the pivotal moment in Harun's life arrived. During the reign of his father al-Mahdi and then his brother al-Hadi, Harun emerged as a competent military and administrative leader. He led many military campaigns against the Byzantine Romans, achieving brilliant victories, which earned him widespread fame and great respect. In one of these campaigns, he reached the outskirts of Constantinople, the capital of the Romans, and forced Empress Irene to sue for peace and pay tribute. These victories demonstrated his supreme military capability. However, fate had a greater mission in store for Harun. After the death of his brother al-Hadi, under mysterious circumstances, Harun al-Rashid assumed the Caliphate in 170–0786 AD. This moment was a crucial turning point in the history of the Abbasid state, as his reign marked a period known as the Golden Age of Islamic civilization. Personal qualities of Harun al-Rashid: intelligence and shrewdness. He was quick-witted, capable of understanding complex matters and solving problems. Generosity and munificence. He was legendary for his generosity, spending lavishly on scholars and the poor. Justice and fairness. He sought to apply justice among people and personally listened to the grievances of the oppressed. Courage and daring. He was a brave military leader, participating in battles himself. Love of knowledge and scholars. He revered scholars and brought them close, encouraging research and translation. Piety and devotion. He was known for his piety, his diligence in performing religious duties, performing Hajj one year and leading military campaigns the next. His military and political thought. Harun al-Rashid possessed strategic military and political thought. He understood the importance of military power in preserving the state's prestige and expanding its influence. At the same time, he realized that governance was not limited to military control but also included wise administration, economic development, and the patronage of science and culture. He believed that a strong state was one that combined military might with economic prosperity and scientific advancement. Key milestones in his life and reign. Building and developing Baghdad. He continued to develop Baghdad, the capital of the Caliphate, to become a beacon of science, culture, and trade, and an unparalleled global center. The Golden Age of Knowledge. His reign witnessed unprecedented flourishing in sciences and arts. Beit al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, thrived, housing thousands of manuscripts from various civilizations, and becoming a center for translation and scientific research. Prominent scholars emerged during his era, such as al-Khwarizmi in mathematics, Jabir ibn Hayyan in chemistry, and al-Azmi in language. Military campaigns against the Romans. Harun al-Rashid continued his military campaigns against the Byzantine Empire, achieving successive victories, which led to the stabilization of borders and the expansion of the state's influence. One of his most famous campaigns was the campaign of Ium. Economic prosperity. The Abbasid state witnessed great economic prosperity during his reign, thanks to the organization of trade, the securing of roads, and the development of agriculture and industry. Justice and equality. He sought to apply justice among people, and was known for his stories where he would disguise himself to directly hear people's grievances. His relations with the Barmakids. Harun al-Rashid relied on the Barmakid family, especially Yahya al-Barmaki and his two sons Al-Fadel and Jafar, in administering state affairs. They were competent ministers who contributed to the state's prosperity. However, the relationship between Harun and the Barmakids ended tragically, as al-Rashid suddenly punished them for reasons that are still historically debated, said to be due to political intrigue or jealousy of their growing influence. This aspect shows the complexities of political life at court, key military and administrative tactics, preemptive attack. He preferred to attack the Romans before they could pose a significant threat. Direct leadership. He participated in military campaigns himself, which inspired his soldiers. Negotiation and diplomacy. He was capable of concluding peace and truces when he deemed it in the state's interest. Delegation of authority. He relied on his competent ministers and commanders, granting them the necessary authority. Intelligence. He paid great attention to gathering information about enemies and rivals. Justice in administration. He was known for his keenness to apply justice in the provinces and hold negligent governors accountable. Human side and famous sayings. Harun al-Rashid, despite his greatness, was a human being in every sense of the word. He loved poetry, music, and stories. He was known for his nights, when he would roam the markets of Baghdad in disguise to hear people's concerns. It is said that he would pray 100 rakas a day, perform Hajj one year, and lead a military campaign the next. These aspects show his piety and his concern for the afterlife. Among his famous sayings, "The clouds rain where I command, not where I wish," said to Empress Irene when she threatened him, showing his confidence in the strength of his army. "O clouds, rain wherever you wish, for your tribute will reach me." A saying that shows the vastness of his kingdom and the wealth of his state. Justice is the foundation of kingship. This shows his vision for governance. If you want to know a man's worth, look at those he keeps company with. Advice on choosing companions. Harun al-Rashid lived a life full of glory and contribution, but it was not without challenges and tribulations. Towards the end of his reign, he faced some internal revolts and conflicts over the succession between his sons Al-Amin and Alman, which led to a bloody conflict after his death. Harun al-Rashid died in the city of Tus in Khorasan in 193 AO, 809 AD, while on his way to suppress a revolt. The Caliph of Glory departed in body, but his leadership spirit and his imprint on Islamic history remained alive, inspiring generations. His story is the story of a human being who transformed from a young prince into a great caliph who ruled the widest empire of his era, the story of a leader who combined power, justice, and knowledge, and left a legacy of civilization and progress that is still remembered today. The story of Harun al-Rashid teaches us that true leadership lies not in authority alone, but in the ability to build a civilization, patronize knowledge, and achieve justice. It reminds us that challenges can be a catalyst for creativity, and that wisdom is worth fighting for. Harun al-Rashid was a model of the leader who combined courage and cunning, and left an indelible mark on the history of human civilization. Generations be inspired by the story of this great caliph, and let them follow his wisdom and generosity. And let them know that true victory is the victory of the mind over ignorance, and that knowledge is the light that illuminates the paths of darkness and reveals the secrets of leadership and prosperity.